Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. We are just here back at the base. I know it's not where we left off, but that's okay. I did just come back down here working on getting the next portion of the ATV completed. We're in the vehicle construction bay now, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this started. We will probably have to deal with, not a ton of power and things like that again, but maybe we'll get it completed at the end of the day, hopefully. But if not, I'll finish that up a bit off camera. I just wanted to show you guys me getting everything started so that you know that we were able to get that done. I do want to go ahead and turn these on. We do have power here, but we don't have a ton of it. We have about 3,000 power closely. So I did craft some planks overnight. I want to start working on the railings that we need, but first things first, I don't need that. I need you and I need you. I want to start working on the upper portion for the roof area here as well, trying to get this done so that we are able to move on to the next step. So some of you guys didn't really like the rounded roof pieces here. I know in the last episode, guys, I did forget to show you the picture that I did take overnight. It's gorgeous, but we did move the workbench up here, and you could see the blue light from this window. It looks really, really nice. And I think it was a combination of Rob and I think Monkey. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it was a combination of those two people that wanted that done, wanted the lighting placed up here on the workbenches. I really enjoy the look of it also. It's very, very nice. Let's go ahead and start the wood ceilings. We're going to need a ton of these guys. I mean, this is literally nearly 150 wood, but it doesn't go very far. And it doesn't last very long. Resources do not last long in this game at all, guys. At all. It's horrible. But at least we are at the point now that instead of working on the wall, we're working on the base again. So let's place the cordage, the nails, you in here. I do have an extra pickaxe as well. Probably not going to have to worry about the pickaxe too much today. But I do know that, according to Beach Bum, we are going to be needing more advanced mechanical parts. I think it's 4 per piece. She has mentioned that. She's been right this far. So I would imagine that we are going to be needing more of this. So after we get the ATV wheels completed, I will be starting to work on the last step, getting the advanced mechanical parts and the heavy bolts completed as well. Still working on that. We are at 31%, so it's probably going to take a bit to get this done. We're going to have to work on this as well, guys. We're going to have to get out of here at some point with this ATV. I'm not quite sure that we can just pick it up, so we are going to have to drive it out of here. And with that being said, guys, I'm not very sure that it's going to come out of here like this. We do need to drop this down into the water a bit. Beach Bum did mention that it does go through like the streams and all of that very nicely. So a tiny bit of water is not that big of a deal, but you don't want to, bury it in the water or anything like that, because you will have to use power to recall that. But we have a rim finished over here. A couple of them actually. Looks pretty okay. I'm okay with that. Looking pretty nice. Craft complete wood ceiling. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. So yeah, this is still working. It's doing really well. Hopefully, yeah, we're almost halfway done already. So let's get up on the roof, work on the ceiling pieces. We're gonna have to worry about, harvesting this garden as well. Come on, we can do this. I do want to get more potatoes. We are going to need alcohol, if I remember correctly from what I have seen. So let's go ahead and extract some seeds here. So we're going to need potatoes. I do have more going on over here. I have more tomatoes planted here. I did plant them at the end of the day yesterday. Okay, so let's get up to the roof. And let's just continue with the work that we need to get done here. So number 6. Let's just place you right there. And then we're going to just, you know, move along here and try to get this done. It's very nice to be working on something other than the wall. It did take a long time to get that completed. But now we are able to work on the ATV. We're able to work on the base itself. Had the update with the ATV not have come out yet, I do think we would have had this base completed by now. But it is what it is. I don't mind the hard work. I just don't want you guys to get bored with this series. Okay, so this is going to be moved. We can probably continue placing these pieces in here. I'm not sure that it's going to make a huge difference. Let's move you now, because we are going to have to work on chopping more trees and all of that lovely stuff before we can continue with this. And that sun is very pretty peeking through the clouds up here. Okay, I'll just put you right there. And then number 6 again. And the last time. Okay. I also crafted several more fuel bricks overnight as well. And we have 33 of them now. Ooh, potatoes are going bad. I did forget about those. Okay, let's go ahead and put those in there and then get over here and drop these seeds in here. I'm going to have to keep one seed on me. And then let's put our pickaxe back down here. And the ATV is probably not being built now. I'm sure we're out of power or nearly out of power. And when you reach 500 power, the base actually just takes over. The work stops on the ATV, and then the base starts regenerating power as well. So very nice, very lovely. It doesn't allow you to have everything turn off in the base, which is a great thing that Cold Games included with this. Very excited about it. Cannot wait, guys, to get to try out the ATV. We probably will use a lot of power. I think there's batteries and they recharge, if I'm not mistaken. Or gas or something like that. Fuel, I'm not sure. Not sure that we can have a fully electric ATV at this point. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, so let's just get out and look for some loot. I have noticed that in the past videos that even when I see a locked crate and I know for a fact that I don't have a lockpick, and I know also for a fact that the locked crate is locked, I still go up and give it, you know, just a couple, 3, maybe 3 or 4 courtesy clicks of the E key to make sure that it is still locked. I have no idea what I'm thinking when I'm doing that. That potentially, you know, there's a chance that Cold Games unlocked a locked crate. I don't know. Anyway, let's just get back in here and have a bit of food. We did forget to eat before we left, which wasn't a very smart thing to do considering we are pretty hungry. I did end up killing a moose in between episodes, so that was lovely. I did need the sinew anyway to repair the bow. Let's just have a couple of blueberries. We'll have a drink of water, and then we'll get back outside. Try to find some loot. And then I'll just drop the potato seed in here as well. We do get, I think, 3 potatoes per plant. Yes, 3. So we have over 100, which is very nice. Not complaining about that at all. Our tomatoes are ready to harvest as well, but I'll do that tonight. And then I'll replant them overnight as well and try to get those growing again as quickly as possible. But anyway, I know we were headed up to the birch forest, but I think I am going to head to my right and just head out that direction for a bit and see if we can find any loot over there. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful week. I do think this video will come out on Monday, at some point Monday. But I do hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and are having a wonderful week already. Wonderful Monday. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the meat, the cloth hopefully, and the fat from here. Very lovely. We do need biofuel. That's the one thing we're struggling with the most. Biofuel, power producing, things like that. We are really struggling with that quite a bit. I want to get down into the caves again off camera. Get a tiny bit more of the black crystal, just so we'll have enough to do some repairs, not a ton, but some. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn everything back on. I want the hunters to start spawning back in. I want the rogues to start spawning back in. We do need the gears from them. So I will be turning them back on just as soon as we are finished with the ATV. Or when I make sure that we're going to have enough black crystal to complete it and have some left over for some repairs. I do hope the storm isn't too noisy for you guys and that you are still able to hear me pretty okay. And then I hope I'm not shouting at you. Always a bit hard to judge that. But we will try our best to make sure that we're not annoying everyone too much. Okay. I should have washed my hands in the water over here. Again, I really wish we could, just have the rain help us washing ourselves. I think that would make a lot of sense. But it's clearly not what Cold Games wants at the moment. If you follow along with like Green Hell and those types of games, they allow the rain to wash you, and that really, really helps out quite a bit. Because in that game, if you eat with dirty hands, you get parasites. Definitely not good. They do cause your food and stamina and things to drain a bit quicker. There's usually a wolf or a bear here. I don't see it currently, but there is a crate right here. Not complaining. Loot is loot after all. Very lovely. Bandage. So yesterday, or the day in between episodes, I did spend some time out hunting and all of that, and I really struggled with it. So I did use a splint and a couple of bandages as well. I'd killed the bear and I wanted to hop down and harvest its body before anything else came along, and I ended up falling from too high of a distance, and that did break my leg. But that's okay. We didn't die from it, so yeah, not too horrible at all. Those yellow flowers are very, very pretty. It must be in April or May? April. Those flowers are very pretty. There is a blueberry just here. I want to grab that. And plant fiber is always nice. We did use about 200 plant fiber crafting the 20 or so fuel bricks. Let's just grab the iron here. And then there was a plant fiber back here that we wanted to grab. I almost thought there was something else, but I think it was just the plant fiber. plant fiber, sorry, for plant fiber, is really, really nice. That's almost half of a fuel brick. There's a crate up on that rock. There's also the crate here. Stamina is not low. I'm not quite sure why I wasn't able to be running there. Hopefully that crate didn't just disappear. I almost think it did. No, it did not. I just couldn't see it anymore from that point. Okay. Let's take the biofuel. Lovely. I really do enjoy coming around this direction. It's usually a place that you can find quite a bit of loot. And normally we don't have too much of an issue over here either with animals and things like that. Although we did die over here once before to a couple of rogues. Those guys are vicious. I will be very, very nervous when we have to start attacking them again and worrying about where they could possibly be. There's always rogues in the valley. Almost always rogues in the valley in my particular playthrough. Some more iron here. Do want to make sure we grab that. And then we're going to head back this direction. Nearly the direction we came from. Blueberry's nice. So I killed a black bear with arrows in the day in between. It did take 3 different arrows to kill it. But I was up on a rock, and that's why I fell off and broke my leg. Okay. Another blueberry, not horrible. We do need that to make the mixed berry jam. If we decide to do that. Okay, there's a rabbit. I need to get a rabbit and put back into the animal housing for fertilizer, but it's not that big of a deal right now, and I want to make sure that we are completely finished with heading down into the cave for a while and things like that. So yeah, we'll be waiting a bit on getting a new rabbit. Okay, I don't see any more loot over here. That's a bit strange. Plant fiber back here. I'm going to grab that because we are, out looking for loot. Then I'm going to head back to the base and turn on the vehicle construction bay and make sure that the ATV is being crafted again. Or being worked on being crafted again. Or working on being crafted again. Yeah, something along those lines. English is hard for most people. And especially today. Let's see. Wash our hands. We avoided an infection. I'm very surprised by that, as long as we went without washing our hands. I really do like this tree. Some of you guys did mention that. That particular tree is mostly found in the new area. I really do like that tree, though. It's very, very different. And, change is not always a bad thing. Okay, 2 planks, feather, and a tomato seed. Not horrible. Plant fiber just there. And we have a grand total of 16. I probably should start crafting a couple more fuel bricks with those. Not bad at all. Okay, let's just get up here and try not to die with this bear or any cougars that could potentially be out and about. There's a piece of scrap just here. Don't mind getting that at all. Okay, so the cougar should be around here pretty close. Or could potentially be. There's snow on this rock. That is very, very pretty. Yeah, it's right there hanging out. Let's just head around this direction just a tiny bit. We did have a cougar cabin type thing over here where we would just, you know, hang out and kill the cougars. Made it a little bit easier for us, but we don't necessarily need that anymore. So we don't have one over here now. It's kind of a little hunting platform. Not something we use after we get ourselves established. Okay, we have blood on our hands again. There's another wolf down here, so we're just going to go ahead and kill it as well. Or attempt to, anyway. Because, you know, the fat's great biofuel. Okay, let's butcher him also. A liver and some more fat is nice. Plant fiber's not a bad thing either. Let's just grab that while we're here. Let's wash our hands while we are at the water as well. And then we're going to start heading back down toward our base. Medicinal plant, missed that one. Plant fibers, always lovely. We could grab some wood from these 6-log trees, but I'm not too worried about it today, although we are going to be needing a lot of it. I'll probably try to work on that again off camera, getting as much as possible, and so that we are able to do a little bit more building, get the base enclosed. And then we're going to have wood as well to start on those iron railings. I don't understand why there's wood and iron railings, but there is. They do require some planks and some scrap metal, and I even think nails potentially. I could be wrong on the nails. It could be cordage for all I know, or it could be nothing else. But it is what it is, and we're going to have a lot of this stuff. We have quite a bit of iron or scrap metal at the moment, but I'm not going to say that we have enough because I don't know yet. I don't know what else we're going to be building. There could be a new update before we're completed with this. Not quite sure about that, but you never really know. I do apologize for my phone making so many noises today. I had some things to do in town, and I always leave my phone on when I'm out and about because you never know. And I was out by myself, so definitely wanted to have that on in case someone needed something, or even I needed something. And I forgot to turn the sound off while recording. Hopefully it'll be quiet for the next few minutes while we finish up this episode, because we don't have a lot of other things to get done today. I just want to start the production on the ATV again, and hopefully we have some power. Probably we'll get inside and drop some loot off and fill up the generators with whatever biofuel we have left, and probably call it a day. So it's not going to be too much else to get done today. Let's get back in here and hopefully we can get this going again. I was checking the power in the mining drill. Let's just resume that. We don't need it paused anymore. But let's get inside, fill up the generators, and get those guys going again. I have to harvest these crops as well, but we'll get to that soon enough. Let's get down here, get some biofuel from the crate. We don't have a ton of it anyway. Probably only have enough to run 2 of these. Definitely. I'll just drop these 2 in here, but I'll leave it turned off for now because it's not going to make that big of a difference anyway. So let's get up here and get over here and drop this loot away. I know we have some meat on us. I want to drop that away first. Blueberries don't go there. They go over here. Apple. We have a water as well. Okay, we have that. We have 12 pieces of fat. Very cool. I'm going to use some of the wood to top up the fires. And do we have anything else that goes in there? We do. And we have a couple of seeds that go over here. And then let's get downstairs and put this loot away. And let's go with nothing goes in that crate. We ended up with 22 extra nails today. That was pretty good. And let's put the feathers. The feathers actually went in there. Okay, so you're turned off. I'm going to have to get you going again, but I'll have to do that after the ATV is finished with all possible production. And then let's get over here and check on it again, and then we're going to, you know, harvest our crops and get those replanted. Okay, very nice. Really enjoying that. That looks really good. Ooh, we have a tire back here. Check that out, guys. We have a tire. That's really cool. Okay. Ooh, we have 2 tires. Okay. I don't mind. We're at 77% completed. Probably going to take a bit longer to get it done. But let's just harvest these crops, and then we're going to replant those. And those are not completed, but these tomatoes are. And we're going to need all of these tomatoes. We need some tomato soups crafted as well. Let's just split in half. I think I have 3 seeds before we craft all of those. Ooh, I do have 3 seeds. Okay, so let's just drop the rest of these tomatoes over here. And that gives us 24, which isn't great, but it's not horrible either. And then we're going to go ahead and get these planted again. And I am going to go ahead and end this episode here, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.